The Astros have won 6 in a row but face a big challenge as they travel to Seattle to take on the Mariners and their red-hot bats. Photo by USA Today Sports. The Astros have won 6 in a row but face a big challenge as they travel to Seattle to take on the Mariners and their red-hot bats. Photo by USA Today Sports. The Red Sox will try to ride the momentum of Thursday night's walk-off win into the weekend, and it's a battle of the best in the West as the Astros visit the Mariners. We break down the odds for those matchups and much more, plus give our best bets in MLB Daily Line Drive. Double play picks. Baltimore Orioles at Boston Red Sox, -250, 10.5 at FanDuel. The Red Sox were on the verge of another embarrassing defeat Thursday night, trailing the Blue Jays 5-0 at one point, before coming all the way back and scoring 2 runs in the bottom of the 9th for a dramatic walk-off win. It was a very emotional win for a struggling Red Sox team, and they'll look to ride that momentum into their weekend series with the Orioles. Boston's biggest issues during this slump have been in the starting rotation. The Bo Sox rank dead last in starter ERA at 8.79. Tonight, they hand the ball to Eduardo Rodriguez in the hopes of reversing that trend. The lefty has been no exception to those struggles, but this is his first start at Fenway this season, where he pitched to a 3.70 last year. Rodriguez also made 5 appearances against the O's last season, 3 starts, and had a 1.31 ERA and a 1.31 WHIP against them. Speaking of slumps, after a bit of a good start, the Orioles are beginning to look like the team we thought they would be. The O's have dropped 7 of their last 8 games, losing those games by an average of 5.9 runs per game. Baltimore hands the ball to David Hess. The 25-year-old right-hander made 2 starts against the Red Sox last season and was touched up from 10 runs on 13 hits, including 5 dingers, in 8 innings pitched. And the Red Sox bats have certainly not been the problem. Last night's game could be the spot Red Sox backers point to as when the turnaround began. Pick Red Sox RL -128. It's a battle of the best in the West as the Astros begin a 3-game set against the Mariners in Seattle. Both teams enter this series playing very well, with the Astros coming of a 3-game sweep of the Yankees, while the Mariners and their red-hot bats have the best record in baseball at 13-2. The Astros have actually won 6 in a row and are scoring 6 runs per game in the process. Tonight, they go up against the Mariners' Wade LeBlanc. The lefty appeared in 6 games against the Astros last season, 4 starts, and it didn't go overly well, pitching to a 6.75 ERA and a 1.68 WHIP. Houston hands the ball to a southpaw of its own in Wade Miley. The veteran lefty has been solid in his first 2 starts with the Astros, pitching to a 2.31 ERA and a 1.20 WHIP. He'll be in tough against an M's team that ranks first in runs per game, batting average, ups, home runs and stolen bases. But they have done most of that damage against lesser opponents. Another thing to consider is Seattle played an extra inning game last night in Kansas City before traveling home, while Houston had Thursday off. The Mariners could be a little sluggish in this one, while the Astros will want to show who the top dog in the West really is. Pick Astros -140. Yesterday's picks, 0-2 season to date, 1-3-1-7, want even more free MLB picks. CWHO Hour covers experts are on today. Streaking and slumping starters. Streaking Trevor Williams, Pittsburgh Pirates, 1-0, 2.25 ERA, $220. Williams has picked up right where he left off last season. The right-hander has a nice 0.92 WHIP to go along with his solid ERA and issued just 1 walk so far this season. That said, he's only faced the Reds this year, so we'll have to see how he does when he steps up the level of competition as Williams and the Pirates visit the Nationals tonight. Pittsburgh is currently a 158 road dog with a total of 8. Slumping Zach Wheeler, New York Mets, 0-1, 10.24 ERA, -$200. When talking about the Mets starting pitching, most people have only good things to say. Unless your name is Zach Wheeler, whose 2019 campaign has not started well. The right-hander has a 1.86 whip and a .391 opponent on-base percentage through his first 2 starts to go along with his ugly era. To be fair, both of his starts have come against the Nationals, so maybe a different opponent will get him on the right track. Wheeler and the Mets visit the Braves as light -104 dogs tonight with a total of 9. Weather report: 3 strikes. Our favorite under-ump C.B. Buckner is back behind the plate tonight in San Francisco as the Giants. Buckner is infamously known for his inconsistent strike zone, and that has been a boon for total bettors the last several seasons, as the under has gone 3-9, 1-9, 3 in the last 61 games when Buckner is calling balls and strikes. That's a 67.2% cash rate in a big sample size. The total for tonight's Rockies-Giants game is currently sitting at 8. NLCS rematch: the Brewers will get a chance to avenge their NLCS loss to the Dodgers when they begin a 3-game weekend set in Los Angeles tonight. The Dodgers took the series in 7 games where the under went 4-2-1 with an average of 6.7 runs per game. But both teams have been riding their offenses early in the season, and today's starters Corbin Burnes and Julio Urias have a combined ERA of 13.02, most thanks to Burnes. Take a look at the over 8 in this NLCS rematch. Friday's top consensus: if you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-GAMBLER. NJ only. Odds may vary. Eligibility restrictions apply. See website for details.